Ladies and gentlemen, I'm honored to be invited to speak today at the 2020 International Convention on Indonesia Upstream Oil and Gas. I am very excited to share my views with corporate leaders, policymakers, and investors from around the world who are participating in this virtual gathering. The annual convention provides an opportunity for us to continue making investment and business deals. If the whole world comes together, we will be able to go out of this crisis more potent than ever. Indeed, as an impact of the COVID pandemic, GDP growth in Asia is expected to shrink by 2.9% in 2020 and 2.8% in ASEAN in particular. But we are optimistic that the storm will pass. I offer you to consider Indonesia as your investment destination. Indonesia is the largest economy in ASEAN with 273 million people and a GDP of over $1 trillion. I'm optimistic that starting next year, Indonesia's economy will continue to grow positively. Currently, Indonesia can surpass COVID-19 pandemic. The President has assigned me to coordinate this effort, particularly in 8 provinces which account for more than 70% of Indonesian cases. If all goes according to plan, God willing, we hope that the supply of the COVID-19 vaccine will be ready by December 2020 and soon be followed up with the extensive vaccination across the country in 2020. Amid the current uncertain global condition, Indonesia is taking the momentum to carry out regulatory reform. Recently, the government and Indonesian parliament passed the Job Creation Law. This law is very historic and significant breakthrough in making Indonesia a desirable investment destination. In essence, this is an omnibus law. Through this law, the government simplified and synchronized 8,451 national regulation and 15,965 regional regulation that have overburdened small and medium business and large companies. We are also modernizing regulations that are no longer in line with today's global competition. Indonesia is also focusing on some investments that are prioritized for its future. There is a change in the global energy structures. Since 1975, proportion of coal and oil keeps decreasing, and it's predicted that renewable energy will play a major role ahead. Even before COVID-19, the price of oil has been declining due to technology advancement in shale oil production. Yet low growth of importing economies, COVID-19 intensifies this as global demand. Depressed, hence, many institutions predict demands of oil will not as high as before. Oil and gas industry must evolve. Integrated refinery and petrochemical complex would be one of the solutions. Technology will enable configuration to optimize chemical production such as in Hengli and Xinjiang Petrochemical. Saudi Aramco is also working even on more advanced technology. Petrochemical industry will provide materials for a range of products such as plastic, films, fibers, toys, automotive parts, food containers, tires, and even pharmacies. Pertamina plans to be part of this development and targets to be Indonesian leading petrochemical company by 2030. Its product will range from high-volume derivatives, high-return derivatives, aromatics, and specialty chemicals, which include pharmaceutical products. This will support Indonesia's vision to have broader autonomy in the active pharmaceutical ingredients sectors with the domestic pharmacy market of $8 billion. 11% of drugs and medicine are imported. Even majority of its API are imported, approximately at $1.9 billion per year. In the past 5 years, we have seen firsthand that synergy in government, ministry, and bodies can debottleneck many challenges and achieve more. Central and local government have to work closely together and leave the silo mentality. The world is moving, and you better believe business also is moving. I hope next year is an important year toward a future that remains as bright as ever. Thank you so much. Thank you very much.